Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Lotus. Apologies for the delay on this one. I got started in my new master's program, so I'm just getting settled in. But have no fear, because I did see your questions, and today, I will be providing you with all of the answers you need. So grab a snack and relax as I do my daily errands and chores on the LotusSMP while answering all of your lovely questions. Our first question is from Grace. She asks, outside of streaming, what other hobbies do you enjoy? Well, streaming is, and probably forever will be, my favorite hobby. But I guess there are other things I enjoy doing. A lot of my hobbies include different forms of content creation, whether that's short form video, longer content like the YouTube videos I'm making here. In terms of sports, I love playing volleyball. I played competitive for a number of years. I went to both provincials and nationals. That was always super fun. I do prefer indoor over beach. It only took me 2 years to realize that my hatred of sand outweighed my love of the game, but it's fine. I do also enjoy skiing during the winter. That is always super fun. And recently, I have been peer pressured into re-downloading Pokemon Go. And if you catch my streams, you will have heard about this because at the beginning of every stream, I will probably rant and rave about new Pokemon that I've gotten. Whether that is my brand new Autumn Deerling to my beautiful, gorgeous Shaman, who I love dearly. But yeah, those are currently my hobbies. My master's isn't really a hobby. It's my job right now. I've also been playing a few new games, but I think I will save talking about those games for another question. Thanks, Grace. Coolio. Up next, we have a question from Lightning Aussie, one of the LotusSMP members. Should Mojang add the ability to dye planks? See, now this is the kind of controversial question that I wanted to answer, especially with the mob vote actively happening as I release the video too. Honestly, I don't think that dyeing planks is a good idea. I know we don't have the same kind of variety as we would with wool and terracotta and concrete, but I think we have a solid number of colored blocks already. So I don't think having the ability to dye wood, and especially planks, would really do anything to benefit the game. And honestly, before even dyeing planks is a thing, I know there are some like vanilla tweaks or other mods that do this, but the ability to re-dye wool or re-dye terracotta, or, even re-dye concrete even, those would be super useful features to the game. Oh, and especially candles. Oh my goodness, when I found out that I could not re-dye candles, I was upsetty. But yeah, I would say no to the ability to dye wood planks. Now, as for the mob vote, I say we should all vote. Luma, calm down. Next question. Here we go yet again with another question from Disgrace. What is one feature you wish Mojang would add to Minecraft? So a similar vein to Lightning's question, but I do have a different answer. Like, I've already mentioned wanting to re-dye candles, because oh my goodness, do you know how useful that would be? But now that I've been on the LotusSMP for a while, it's surprisingly hard to go back to the bland gray elytra. I think it could be a really cool idea that, similar how we can already dye banners and place them on shields, I would love the same utility for elytra. It could give a whole lot more customizability, and similar to armor trims, it might require phantom membrane or some other new late game feature block-esque thing in order to customize the wings. Either way, that's something I would actually really love in vanilla Minecraft. Pretty elytra wings, because they're cute. We do have one final question from Grace. What's a game you don't have but would love to play? Gosh, okay, there are so many. Let me pull up my Steam wishlist.
2 seconds later.
So there are actually a bunch of games that I've recently bought that I haven't played yet. So I'm counting those too because I don't know when I'll be able to play them. The biggest game on that list for a really long time was called Sea of Stars. That game actually came out at the tail end of August, and I was able to play a little bit before my masters, and I absolutely love it. In terms of party games, I have things like Pummel Party and Tricky Towers, to Uno to Gang Beasts. I just need friends to play those with. Heading over to my actual wish list, a lot of the games that I want aren't out yet, which is really annoying because I have been following them for upwards of years. A lot of these games fall into the category of cozy indie game, whether they have adventure elements, or are more story-heavy, or just more laid-back, casual, puzzle-esque. Some of the ones that are featured on my wish list include Dodang, Naiad, Tiny Glade, Ete, Totemic, and bigger games like Stray or Beacon Pines. I'm also noticing that 2 of those are French. I'm not sure what that says about me. Either way, something else that I've had to learn as a streamer is that I also need to buy games to play on my own. I shouldn't just be buying games to stream them, if that makes any sense. Initially, I was also going to stream Sea of Stars, but I realized it was a game that I wanted to experience myself before sharing that experience with others. So, Grace, as it turns out, there are way too many games that I do not currently own, but would love to play. Thank you for the question. Alrighty, we've got a question from Dar. What is seen on Twitch that we don't get to see in your YouTube videos? Kind of a lot, honestly. If you want to see the full Luma experience, I would definitely say head on over to Twitch. And that isn't just a plug for my channel. I put out about 8 hours of content a week through streaming. While I only post Minecraft content to my YouTube channel, I am a variety streamer at heart, and a lot of the stuff that I stream falls under that category. If you've heard of games like Stardew Valley, Spiritfarer, Slime Rancher, Dwarf Romantic, Unpacking, you get the gist. Those are the kinds of games that we play on stream together. And maybe a little bit of Placid Plastic Duck Simulator too. I name ducks after chat members, and we create ducky soap operas, and they are super fun. As well, we do stream Minecraft, including the LotusSMP. Speaking of, I did a big charity stream on Twitch on September 30th. I was partnered with One Tree Planted, and together, this wonderful community raised nearly 200 USD for this cause. I want to give a heartfelt thank you to everyone who donated for their amazing generosity. You guys have made sure that I will be planting more trees on Lotus than ever, and there will be so many more trees planted around the world because of you. Also, a shout out to our top donor, Spots, for the $75 dono. Dude, you're crazy. And your request for a crafting table tree has been fulfilled. It can be hard doing things on multiple platforms at once, but it's super rewarding to be able to see that a community is there, and we're able to do good. But I digress. I think I went on a tangent there. But I suppose that's another thing you miss from the YouTube content. I'm still getting the hang of editing and making sure that I'm getting a balance of professionalism, but also personality in my videos. On Twitch, I'm a little bit more unhinged, some would say. I'm a lot more rambly. I go on tangents frequently. Actually, in fact, there's a channel point redemption there for me to go on a tangent. But you get a lot more of Luma as I am, which I'm trying to bring more to my videos. All this to say, if you like the stuff that I do here on YouTube, you would definitely love it over on Twitch. Now, this last one isn't really a question from my audience, but it's something that I wanted to explain anyways. I want to give you guys a more holistic, concrete view of what my base is going to look like at the end of the season. As y'all are already aware, I've been working a lot on trying to bring the Twilight Forest to life on the LotusSMP. I've really been trying to get started on that forest section specifically, but I have also been working a ton behind the scenes on trying to get other areas prepped, because I don't just want to make a forest. The Twilight Forest has so many different biomes. It's an adventure map where you actively progress through different areas and beat bosses, and then are able to go further into the world. While I can't exactly have people beating bosses in my area, withers are super destructive, I can still make those biomes and give a feeling of exploration and adventure. I feel like I just walked in on something. Anyways, so far I've managed to snow the vast majority of our big mountain to the west, and I have lined all the areas I'd like to work with in moss. Why? Because dirt block side texture icky. Did it take 9 hours? Yes. Worth it. Anyways, on top of the snowy mountain biome, I also plan to have a more mushroom-based mycelium area, as well as a dark forest, with complete tree coverage and some spooky mushrooms. Honestly though, I get bored doing the same thing for too long, so I mention all of these different projects because I'll be working on them at different times. For videos, for streams, etc. And I want to be able to rotate between these biomes, so there's always something new for me to get excited about. As for videos, I will try not to jump around too much, but you might see some sporadic updates in different areas when I do them on stream. And this concludes the Q&A. Big thank you to Lightning, Dar, and Grace for all of the questions. I appreciate y'all a whole bunch. I'm hoping to get one more video out this month. I've already done a whole bunch of prep work and planning for it. I just need to build the thing. And trust me, it will get built. It's kind of integral to the rest of the base going as planned. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this slower paced video and gotten to know me a bit better. I'll see you guys in the next one.